I say about you, but I'm not being mean. I'm telling the truth. But this is what this white man says now. So let me bring it back now so you won't say that racist, mean, evil Ishakamusa up there talking about white people like that. This is what white folks say about white folks. In other words, the ancient Egyptians were true Negroes of the same type as all native-born Africans. That being so, we can see how their blood, mixed for several centuries with that of the Romans and the Greeks, must have lost the intensity of its original color while retaining nonetheless the imprint of its original mold. We can even state as a general principle that the face is a kind of monument able in many cases to attest to or shed light on historical evidence on the origin of peoples. Count Volney goes on to say further on in that statement that these very same people whom we despise because of their woolly hair and sable skin, who are now our servants, are the ones to whom we owe all the gifts of civilization, unto whom we owe the very gift of speech. Count Volney said that white people could not talk until they met black people. That's what a white man said. It's in that same book, Visit to Egypt and Syria, and it's recorded in Sheikh Anta Diop's work, African Origin of Civilization, Myth or Reality. He quotes directly from it. Now this is a racist, a man who hated Africans, a man who helped to participate in the enslavement of Africans, who stood up and admitted that we would not have anything if it wasn't for them. We wouldn't even know how to talk if it wasn't for these same people we are despising today. You still there? Not too far along in our journey now. We traveled along. We traveled from 200,000 years. Now we're in ancient Egypt. This is probably the oldest and the first type of pyramid, the mastaba step type pyramid. By the way, pyramids are not only in the Nile Valley and Giza. They're all the way. There are probably more pyramids in Ethiopia than anywhere else. Africans built pyramids all along the Nile River. And I'll tell you some more about that as we go on. Let me show you the man who built this. Worshipped all over the world as a god. See if you can bring that, tilt that some so they can see the face. Imhotep was his name. The father of medicine. Not Hippocrates, the Greek. At the time that Hippocrates was studying medicine, they were worshiping this man Imhotep under the name of Asclepius. He was a god of healing throughout the world. He was the first Christ to known as being a healer. Not only was he a physician, he was a mathematician, an architect. He was a multifaceted scholar like our own Sheikh Anta Diop and Dr. Yusuf Benjachanan in our age. Dr. Ben, I think, has 2 or 3 PhDs. But, I mean, can you verify what you're saying? Are these qualified scholars? Yes. I probably know more PhDs than I know everyday people now. There's so many among Africans. Because we knew they were going to try to raise that issue. So black folks say, your PhD isn't nothing. They went and got them. Dr. Ben say, I said, whatever they asked me, I said, yeah, As soon as they gave me that degree, he came out and started showing his behind. You know how Dr. Ben is. He said, in my mouth knew no Sunday. Start telling it like it is. So he's well qualified. This man was more than a PhD in his time. He's probably the one that had the 360.4 degrees. The pyramids of Giza with the Great Pyramid in the background there. The Great Pyramid covers 13 city blocks. Some of the stones used in the Great Pyramid weigh up to 150 tons. How many did I say? And they had to bring them 600 miles from a rock quarry in Arabia down to the Nile Valley. How did you get them down there? Now you see in the movies, and some of these Time Life books on Egypt, you rolling them on logs. The way in the world you can get 150-ton stone to roll across a desert on logs. You have to have some other method of transportation to get it there. What kind of method of transportation did you have to get 150-ton stone? Not one, a whole lot of them.